Man, I'm gonna turn it over to the ladies real quick. One time for the ladies. Pump it up, 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 pump it up. Got Thundercat.
What's up, y'all?
She is blessed. She's with us tonight because she had some adversity, but she
I made it.
But God
never would have made it.
It's real.
Got Jamie Buns in the building. Quit trying to slide back, Jamie. Get on in
I'm
there.
not sliding back.
Get on in there.
I'm
Put
in
your
there.
backsliding ass. And we got my dog Ray Bud. You know, it's not the same without my dog Ray Bud who get it out the mud. You feel me? Man, it's your boy C-Mac. And we just gonna do it just like that. It's C-Mac. Four Kings Podcast. If it's your first time rocking with us, like, share, comment, follow, subscribe. Spotify, Amazon, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. And it goes on.
Man, we everywhere.
Oh, God damn, iHeartRadio. Shit. So, if you was watching last week, we're going to really get back into it because there was so much left on the topic of single versus married. And if this your first time watching, go back and watch the other one. So that way it really makes sense. But damn, Jamie, can you shit is all on the microphone? Just
My bad.
Just
Sorry.
Shit is just doing ASMR right now.
That's why she was doing it. You know she like to say
Shit.
Lord.
I'm not telling you, bitch.
Don't judge me in ASMR.
I'm not just never judge.
I like ASMR.
I know you do. You and Red Velvet. Shout out to Red Velvet. Shout out to Mama Joe. I got a Mama Joe, and then it's a Mama Joe Ray Bud. Ray Bud mom birthday is tomorrow.
That birthday, mama.
So shout out.
I ain't got it.
Miss Joey.
I ain't got it.
He ain't got it. All right. It's been a lot going on. We're also extremely busy right about now. But like I said, I appreciate everybody here in this space. We got a guest next week. Hopefully everything pan out with that because I think it's gonna be a real good look. But single versus married. So you asked for it last week. And I did, as extremely busy as I was, I did make time for it.
That's what I asked for.
You wanted to, huh?
Pretty sure he went back and looked at some damn stats.
You know damn well I did.
Yeah.
So you were asking the number one reason, and it wasn't even infidelity. And I have to address that first and foremost because that's the go-to thing when a lot of women talk about the reason why relationships.
Okay, what was the percentage? Break it down.
75% of divorces were behind lack of commitment.
What does lack of commitment mean?
Lack of commitment means you're not being committed. So, Ray, but you know what? You explained it so well. I want you to go ahead and break it down.
Lack of commitment.
Yeah.
You talking about as far as like whether you married or single?
Married. Yeah.
They don't jump there. You see how much?
Nigga, Ray look like somebody here.
What happened?
What?
It's like my wife walked in. Commitment. What do you mean to me?
No. Lack of commitment in the terms of a marriage. The reason why a lot of women are basically, and if you don't hit it, I'm gonna knock this shit out the park. So lack of commitment is the number one reason why they cite a lot of divorces. And it's again not for infidelity. It is
lack of commitment.
Yeah. And I almost want to turn around and ask these women, what do y'all define lack of commitment as?
You the one that looked up the stats.
Oh, I know what it is. I'm just curious as to what your perception of lack of commitment is.
It could be a lot of things.
See, here she goes.
That sound like either money, something to do with some money. They not either getting the attention they feel like they should get. See, that to me, that's it.
That was it.
They say you ain't committed because you ain't get the bills paid like this.
No, it wasn't the money. It was you hit it on the head. The second point, the attention they was getting.
But lack of commitment can also come in as like you just not committed to the relationship.
Nah. So again, you all.
You need to send me. You need to send me this.
See, Kat, and you always be talking about send you
Nah,
this.
send me
This
that.
information is on
I don't be
the
looking
medical
up stats,
library,
'cause I
right?
don't believe
Not
them.
medical.
Yeah, medical library, .government, all that shit.
So
Yeah,
these
it's
was
all
Looney Tunes.
See, here
Hold
you
on,
go.
bro.
I ain't know. I ain't.
What?
When you're
Where you get it from?
hey, when
Not Looney Tunes.
so right, I'm not, lack of commitment. And if you really want to break it down in the layman terms,
Yeah.
how I've seen it being dissected, identified, defined, really comes down to the feeling. If the woman doesn't feel like the man is truly committed to the relationship, to the marriage, then she doesn't feel like she's wanted. And then therefore, this whole thing about the feeling, I feel like we're growing apart. I feel like we're no longer in love.
I mean,
feel
but
like,
that can also come from a male as well.
but again, if we citing the reasons why the divorces are happening, and again, we've already established who was filing, again, lack of commitment comes from feeling. Because as a man, go ahead, pull it up.
You get your Googles together.
I will send it to you if you really want it. Go ahead and type in. I'm gonna tell you what to type in. Type in top 5 reasons for divorces, and them crazy bitches filing for it. Let me quit, because
Did you see that
wait a
lady?
minute.
She was like 40-something years old, and she was saying she divorced her husband of 17 years because she thought that wasn't the relationship for her, and got out there and she was like, now she feel like shit.
Exactly.
Like, I should have stayed with my husband. Like, she owes some, I should have just stayed with my husband type shit.
I love how Kat gets out. We can get you some glasses too, Kat.
That face right there means that, oh, so you right, huh?
I mean,
I ain't gonna say that you right, but I see what you saying.
I don't feel like in some instances, yes. Once
But
you get out
There's
there,
a
it's like
lack
you no
of
longer
love
want.
and affection.
I mean, it's like
Wait.
you no longer want what you've been
Did I
dealing
not
with.
just say
So you go
you
look somewhere
didn't?
else.
Did I not just say
So
feelings?
y'all bipolar now?
Hold on, Rainbow. Did I not
My
just say
That's
feelings?
My mental situations are
What's up,
documented.
Andy? Lack of
So,
feeling loved, committed to the relationship, committed to being each other's quote unquote.
Man, the only
better.
thing about that stuff is that may be why they filed. Listen, but I just feel like when motherfuckers get a divorce, they putting whatever on that paper that's gonna let them out.
and typically it's
I mean, for real,
irreconcilable
like-
differences.
Yep.
Huh?
That's what they gonna file.
The main
Irreconcil-
one is
irrecon-
irreconcilable differences.
But do you
'Cause
know where reconciling difference?
Only thing that I think you should get a divorce for if a nigga whooping your ass.
That's really what it is. That's me. If y'all
If a
can't keep
nigga
your
whooping your
hands,
ass, if it's any shit like that, you can work through that.
if
Unless you
can't
just don't want to.
if
Him
you
whooping
can-
my ass?
No. I'm saying anything else besides
Everybody
that.
waiting on
you can
Cat's
work through it.
response too. They in the comments. Cat, you good? The Cat is over here looking to try
Yeah.
to cross check me,
She
and
checking
she
her
about to get
stuff.
checked. So go ahead, continue. But I'm with you, Ray
She
Bud.
She trying to find that one, but
She is. She ain't gonna find it.
you always find what you're looking for.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Whether it's right or
Yeah,
wrong,
we
you're gonna
talked about
find what
that.
you're looking for.
The internet is the best place and the worst place because it's always gonna find something that you. But if you're really
correct.
trying to
It's
find it,
always gonna find something, but
There you
even
go.
though it finds it, it's not always right.
there you go. That's my point. Now
So who's to say that them stats that you
Oh,
did
no.
that was right?
that is correct. Anything from the government has also been. See, you gonna sit up here and say what you want, cross your face up and down.
Anything
but
from
the-
the government.
But the numbers for the programs, for the social programs that we work for, the social programs we work for are
Mhm.
pulling stats and numbers from the organizations that we work for, right?
Because I was
Right.
about to say,
And that goes to the government, right? Because they all tie back to funding, right? So now
It's
you want to
stuff
sit up here and
that-
scrunch your face up.
But it's stuff that the government has listed, and it's not actually right.
But again, and she's still looking. So here goes another one for you, Kat. Remember last week when you had said about that whole that common law? Yeah. And I clearly made a distinction between common law and really what a marriage is.
You said it wasn't no such thing as common law.
What I s- and again,
That's
that's
not what
not
he said.
what I said. See,
I-
come on,
That's not what
come on.
it is. See,
Come
y'all
on.
be listening.
I need to go back and look at the video.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch.
You know, I
I'm
be
rewatch.
in and out, but I know for sure. That's not what he said.
What I
What'd
said,
he say?
Ray Bud. What
That
I
ain't what he
said.
said. Though.
What'd he say?
That's not what he said.
What'd he say?
What I say?
He didn't say that it wasn't.
You don't know what he said.
Yes, I do.
What'd he say?
He didn't say what you thought he said.
What'd he say?
What I said was when we talking about single versus married, I'm not talking about those people that classify as common law. I'm talking about the people that went down to the courthouse. And the reason being is because so many people claim common law that we all know in this very room been together 20 years, their kids grown and stuff, and ain't never filed
Man.
anything.
But that's stupid. Why would you go down there to file paperwork and say you common law married? You might well go ahead and pay
I feel like
$13 more.
only people that do that is if they want to be on each other's insurance or something like
Shit
that.
like that.
Yeah.
But if you let a nigga
Wait, but
you let a
I'm
nigga
glad
take you that
said
far,
it.
you might well go ahead and get married.
Or what?
You already down there. You already telling the
No,
government that
and-
you committed to each other.
or even
I don't
this,
need to tell the government nothing.
even this.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go this far, Ray, but wait. So if you have to go as far as to get a document to prove to another party in order to receive those benefits, you might as well just go on and really go ahead and do it. Because this document that you're getting, you still have to turn around and try to
Some
go,
people have commitment phobia.
oh, well then, hey, that sounds like a personal problem. See,
You gotta get over that.
and again,
Unless you just want to be cat lady.
oh,
You
I'm
know
being
what? At
real.
some point,
But-
in time, you do be fine with just being the case.
No, because every once in a while you gonna want that little old itch scratch. And
You
then
can find you somebody to scratch the itch.
yeah, but why would you just want an itch
Oh,
scratch?
Because I might
You don't want
wanna
that
just-
in-house?
The in-house don't
It's a
always be the best.
My God.
so
No,
Ooh,
but no,
Lord.
and
me
then
personally, would I prefer in-house? Yes, because I know it's always there. But
Yeah.
some people just prefer just to be the cat lady and go out there to Mr. Willie Earl and get her itch scratched.
hello, and then to double back. So, in order to really truly represent what the new term, and I stated exactly what it was. The reason why common law marriage changed for so long. The expectation was you had to be living together 6 months, this, that, and the
Mhm.
third, and all of that, and that the layout of the land changed because of the same sex marriages, the relationships, and all of this that came on the horizon, right?
Mhm.
Because again, I talk about things from a very majority and factual place because that's what keeps it grounded. If I go in there and start inserting my own opinion in there, it's because either the facts or this, and this is what I've determined to be the fact and make it my opinion, or it's me over here just really, and I try not to do that because a lot of people eat your ass alive when you start putting your own opinion on something
Yeah.
when you ain't basing it off of a fact. Because when you're basing something off of a fact, it's not so much an opinion, it's more or less your interpretation of the facts. Hello, you know what? Fuck all that. I got to get my own bill on that one.
Lord
So-
Jesus.
In a common law marriage, there have to be three things, and they all three have to be present.
We already talked about that.
You're absolutely right. Oh,
Now you can
but now,
remember.
now,
shit.
now you can remember shit, huh? Oh, but you remember what you.
I'm definitely gonna go back.
Go
and see
ahead.
what you
Yeah,
said on
yeah.
the video. I
Because
show
we
it.
did
I'm
talk
gonna
about that
go.
last
I'm gonna
Okay,
go. I'm
so-
gonna put it in the comments.
So again,
Verbatim.
I gotta get this knee.
you gotta get that. Go ahead, stretch it out.
I'm old now. This thing hurt.
All right, so check it out. So again, the three things that got to be present is you do have to live together. You do have to have an agreement between you saying that y'all are gonna be married, which I find to be very funny for the simple fact that what do you identify as your anniversary date?
Whatever days y'all filed that paperwork.
They didn't really find no paperwork.
Whatever day
You just
y'all
had
moved
an
in
agreement.
together.
Whatever date you moved in together.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nah,
It's
niggas
anniversary.
move in together. Niggas move in together on the fly too easy nowadays. They come see you 3 times. Next thing you know, your closet full of shit. You better not say that shit. I've been here 3 weeks. God damn, I done bought groceries twice.
I mean, like I tell anybody, hey, if you got a toothbrush at that person's house, you're gonna live there.
Okay.
For a toothbrush?
For a
Well-
toothbrush, yes.
But
Niggas
If
keep
your
shit in the
toothbrush is in
car.
the damn toothbrush holder, you live there.
Yep.
So anywhere you
That's
get mail
psycho
at, that's
woman
really
shit.
what it is. Anywhere you get mail at, you now perceive to have lived there.
Nah, she say fuck that mail. If
No,
you
I
got a
If your
toothbrush,
toothbrush is in
That's
my
just-
toothbrush holder,
That's just some foolish ass
you
shit.
got to pay some bills.
yes,
Oh, nah.
Yes.
Hell
It's like
no.
that. Yes.
yes.
If I done fell asleep over here, you mean I can't wash my mouth out? Now I got to go home.
No,
with the car.
She say if you
Because
spending the
you
night,
are leaving your toothbrush at my house.
I forgot the motherfucker.
Yeah,
You don't forget it.
Hey, throw that bitch away.
Yeah.
you know she
With
is.
She gonna do that anyway.
Yeah,
With the
Use
quickness.
it. One of the kids gonna get that
You
bitch
don't
and
pay
clean
bills.
their shoes with it.
for real. But no, so all three things have to be present. Have to live together. Have to have an agreement, and then you have to represent the other people that you're married. You do have to, if you want to annul that arrangement, you do have to go through a divorce. But again, a lot of people don't go through a divorce because they don't even have assets and property together. However, when you have people that get on other people's insurance, in order to get off the people's insurance, you do have to show some sign that something has changed. And again, all insurances do not accept common law.
Correct.
So, did you really make your point last week?
Oh god.
I did. Based off what you said, yeah. I'm gonna go back and
Go ahead, go back.
I'm gonna go back.
Anyway,
I got to.
but taking advice from single people and married people, you have to be able to vet the people that you're getting this advice from, right?
True, but if I'm married, I don't want a single person telling me how to do my relationship.
And you shouldn't.
Like that makes no sense to me.
And you shouldn't.
Correct.
So,
It's almost like going to the foot doctor to get your hand fixed.
hello, come on now.
But at the same time, okay, I just thought about it. Maybe that person is single because obviously they're a widow or they're a widower, whatever it's called.
Nah.
Nah.
That's
So
different.
wait. That is different.
But shit, in that situation, that motherfucker was the one that killed the motherfucker.
What's the difference between somebody who's widowed and somebody who's gotten a divorce?
So
What?
the difference
Shit, the
between
widow part, you didn't have a
Because
choice.
they can't they both give you advice?
they can, but however,
But you
How is
you
the-
already
how is
had the
the-
experience.
They both have the experience.
what's up, Valeria?
The divorced and the widower.
See, the divorce is you didn't want to be in this shit, so you already gonna be thinking that.
How do you
The
know
widow
that
part,
the person that's divorced actually filed for the divorce? Maybe the other person filed for the divorce.
we talking about 9
I'm
times
just
out of
So,
giving
wait.
out
Beep,
scenarios.
beep, 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 beep. Stop. Wait. Widower. It's a difference.
Okay.
You keep saying widow. That's a woman.
Both.
No,
Talking about men and women.
a widower is the man.
Okay.
So you keep saying widow again.
Okay. So men
If
and
you say
women.
widow, I'm thinking the woman.
Men and
So
women.
I'm
We
going-
That's what
talking
I'm saying.
about giving advice, taking
Okay.
advice.
Again, a lot of people who
Tomato, shit.
it ain't tomato.
Potato.
No, it ain't potato. All right now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Don't be around there doing this old gypsy math. So if you doing the gypsy math, 1 + 3 is 11. You know,
somebody just
1 + 3 is 13.
My 2 + 2 is 5.
Yeah, that kind of shit. So, but no, what all I'm saying is that the person who is a widow or a widower, 9 times out of 10, they did. Of course, there was no decision to dissolve the relationship, right? So they were still in it 10 toes down,
You talking to a motherfucker that's
right? Versus a motherfucker that didn't. I'm out, and then
they gonna feel a different type. That's gonna be 2 separate feelings. This person that they didn't had their loved one die,
right.
feel a certain
And
way
it's-
about love and marriage
Come
than
on,
a person that's been divorced. Person been divorced 9 times out of 10 gonna be kind of negative about the shit.
True.
and you know,
So
here's another interesting fact.
Try
But that's the
again.
thing. Why would I take advice from somebody whose perception of love is bitter and sour?
But that's my point. That's why I said taking advice from somebody who's divorced is a dice roll. Because again,
you get some people that,
you get some
They've been
people who are
divorced.
traumatized.
but you
And
get
now
some
they
that
go-
know, like, okay,
I
this
fucked
was
up.
my fault. This is what I need to do. That's a different situation.
Right.
So that varies. I can't tell you what's gonna be right or wrong on that because you don't know the situation of the person you're talking to. But 9 times out of 10, most of the people you talk to that's been divorced, they are very negative about marriage.
Right. And chances of remarrying, we've already talked about that too. It's not as the probability of one getting married again and then two staying married are high. It decreases with women. It increases with men. Men can even though men sit up there and say, I don't want to get married. If they find a good woman,
If they
come
find the right
along.
one, they gonna remarry again.
Go
They
ahead.
know what to look for at this point.
Listen,
At least you think you do.
I think as adults, we grow and we know who we can take advice from and who we cannot. Some advice from some people you take with a grain of salt.
Correct.
I got one friend who I, most definitely will call. And, she gives really great advice.
And she pray with you? I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, that's a good question. Man.
And then, you'll have the other friend who is, both these friends could be married.
Right.
And they'll give terrible advice. Fuck him.
But again,
What you need to do is woo, 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 woo.
and we can
That's
always,
a motherfucker that's on the way out, though, obviously.
And
Nah.
a problem.
If you
Not
talking
really.
like that and you ain't on your, like, if you talking like that, I already know. If you trying to talk to me about marriage and you're in a bad situation already,
Mhm.
how do you think the information's going to come out?
You're discredited if you're married
Like, if
in a
I
bad
already know you
situation,
going through-
telling me
Like, it's like,
Mhm.
if I'm thinking about marriage, I'm not gonna talk to you anyway. Oh, that motherfucker don't love that nigga. She's sneaking out every other weekend anyway.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
we talking
common
about
sense would
advice.
tell me
Some
I don't need to
married
talk to
people
her.
don't need to be
Fight.
giving advice either.
shout out the fight. Yep.
I mean, some people don't need to give out advice, period.
Correct.
That's a given.
But-
We all know that.
Mhm.
The thing, what we're trying to make the point on is,
Y'all talking about single people.
We
And y'all
talking
talking
about
about
both.
divorced people.
no,
no.
that's
See,
not.
you're not
that's-
listening.
so
you're not
when-
listening.
the last.
Advice givers.
Let's go ahead and run it all the way back down,
Go
right?
ahead.
So a single person can give advice about being single if hoe is life, or if if their end game is not to be married, right? A married person can feed into a single person to give them advice if they aspire to be married.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where it gets convoluted. Getting advice from people at different ends of the spectrum that don't apply to what you're going through. If you are married and you're gonna take advice from a single person, chances are you're gonna roll the dice because they're gonna be like, man, don't even, and then go ahead and tell you the wrong thing. But see, again, if you value if you really vet the person or you know where they coming from, you're not gonna solicit advice from somebody who is not of that caliber, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I know that if I need a religious answer, I'm not gonna go to the atheist.
I know you got it
Basically what
now.
you're saying
I know you got it
is-
now.
You know what I'm saying?
If I need advice, I'm gonna go to the person that I feel like is at least happy in their marriage or their relationship.
Again, right? Because you look, man. I see you happy, man. Big dog. How you stay? And then a
A
OG.
real one gonna give you some
Oh,
real advice.
hello. Look out, young blood.
Because a lot of times you be seeing smoke and mirrors.
Exactly.
Look
But
at-
but the thing about that is it's gonna be a reason behind why he can tell you or she can tell you, like,
Correct.
yeah, I know it look like such and such when y'all see me, but yeah, we go through shit, which is true. We all go through shit.
Mhm.
I mean,
But
just like
you
I
gotta be
said,
willing to stick with the shit.
It's like I say, people only
That
show you
part.
what they really want you to see. You don't know what's
You
going on.
don't know
behind
what's
closed
going on
doors.
behind closed
You
doors.
shouldn't.
I'm gonna only tell you what I
but
want
that's what
you
I'm
to know.
saying. But when you get ready to talk to somebody that's married and you're talking to them about marriage, they gonna tell you the truth, and that's just the real shit of it.
Yeah.
A motherfucker that not happy, man, I would do this shit again if I want. This motherfucker,
somebody
yeah,
been
ain't shit.
divorced.
Mhm.
Somebody got fucked over in a marriage.
Yeah.
Somebody who's traumatized because of looking at, like, I would not expect Tyrese to ever get married again.
First of all,
I would
Well, I
just hope-
I would never expect him to
That's
get
what-
married
That's
again.
what God got for him.
Huh?
He gonna do it.
Of course he gonna do it
Yeah.
because I do feel like he is
He
looking for
love love.
Yeah,
He
he
want
loves
love.
love. He
He-
wants to be loved.
he just don't need
He
to
just
be
ain't
giving
finding
advice.
the right person.
You don't need to be giving advice.
Look, and Tyrese be around and talking. He be giving some.
Yeah.
He do be
He
giving
just
some
ain't found
quality
the right
advice.
person.
Tell me what Tyrese ain't gave you no quality advice. He was hanging out with
Listen,
Red Run
I
and
stopped
everything, giving out
listening to
good advice.
Tyrese
He
when
saved
did the
DJ
crime
Envy
video.
marriage, man.
He saved DJ Envy marriage.
Who did Tyrese? Well,
I
damn,
stopped
DJ
listening
Envy,
to
what
him
was
when
just
he did the
him?
crime
Oh,
video.
DJ Envy was out there in the streets, man.
I know
When that
that.
shit had happened, he had sung for his wife and all that shit.
Yeah.
Made her talk to him.
But what was Cat saying? Cat was saying what?
I stopped listening to him when he made that crime video. He was online crying.
What?
You can tell. Why?
I mean, but
You know, motherfuckers across the street
That's
from you
not
that
for the
got me.
public.
Huh?
that's social media.
It wasn't even
Everybody
that.
put
That
your
was
foot
some
on
mental
there.
shit going
Well,
on,
yeah.
and
He
was
didn't need to
fucked up.
post that though.
But again,
If you're not in the right mental state, you don't know what the hell you doing.
and again, if you're known to get on the platform and openly speak and candidly speak, connect with your fans,
I can.
and connect with your fans.
Yeah.
Of course, they
you
gonna
can't
do it.
you can't shield that part of one because then you being disingenuous, right? And he wanted to be his authentic self.
I think the problem is nowadays everybody see. For so long we were programmed to see celebrities appear,
We
and
never
now
looked
that
at
you
them
can
as
see their
humans.
everyday shit, you don't. You starting to realize, oh, you just a regular motherfucker.
Yeah.
That just happened to be on TV,
And got
or
mad,
just
right?
happen to play basketball, or just you just
And
a regular motherfucker.
that's the thing. That's what social media opened up to everybody. Now we can see
Oh,
what y'all
you do
want us
got
to
issues.
see. Right.
Yeah, you got all the money and the fame, but nigga,
You
it's the
got
same,
yeah.
it's the
It
same
ain't what
thing
we
like
thought
with
it
pastors.
was.
People think that a pastor, just because he's the pastor of the church and he covers the flock, that he don't have issues and he's perfect. He's still not God. He got more problems than everybody.
So it was Pastor Jeremy over here at their church. He'd messed around. He had talked about all of his imperfections that he's had along the way. He think he was on like his second or third wife, all these different kids, and then got caught cheating again. I'm like, oh, they made him lead the church.
I mean, that's
You know,
whatever the church want to do.
human.
That's on the church and how they feel about it. It's like a vote type thing. They got a board. They're going to vote to see however they want to handle their situation. But of course, I mean, it's just like back in the day. If a girl get pregnant, she can't sing in a choir no more. They don't sit her down and all of that stuff. So, I mean, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because
She could be the voice of the damn church.
No,
Man,
but the perception.
But that's what it is.
Right.
Perception of it. So they gonna damn near hide you.
And
But the thing is, people need to stop. Look, now ain't none of us perfect.
Right.
We all got the same problems. It just come in different ways and different amounts. That's all it is.
So okay, I will say this. Yes, I understand that pastors, deacons, bishops, whatever you want to call them, they're human at the end of the day. But my whole thing with that is don't sit up here and Bible thump me when you know you're doing wrong as well.
That's the thing. Sometimes y'all be thinking pastor been preaching for you. He be preaching for himself.
No, I know
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
But you
Talk
do
about
have
that.
some pastors that be like, because and this is a sin and but you out here doing the same damn shit.
Like I just said, sometimes they
strip
preach.
club giving out the
Sometimes
damn-
he preaching to. He may be preaching to himself.
I here passing out my damn tithes and offerings to these strippers.
You mad because you may not want to hear it, but somebody else may need it to hear, it, whether he doing it or not.
And that's another thing too. Somebody else might have needed to hear that message.
Of course, I'm all for the messages.
You know, if
But
that's
But
Yes,
your mind,
yes,
I'm in
don't
these streets,
Bible
Pastor. Go on. Go to the next one.
Don't Bible thump.
I'm outside, Pastor. Let me.
Shit.
No, man. Like I said, none of us are perfect. We all gonna make mistakes.
Of
Right.
course.
Yeah.
So I mean,
We're
shit,
human.
it's just about making better decisions. You know
That
what I'm saying?
part.
And
That
even
part.
with getting advice from anybody, so just like, come on now. Like I said, you can't go to a foot doctor to get your hand fixed.
Of course not. I mean, like I said,
But
anybody
people
like
make
this
those
is a
type of
huge
decisions
lesson.
all the time and go the opposite way of what
Yeah.
is common sense right in front of your face.
It's basically like, okay, so I'm at this fork in the road. I could take the easy route, or I'm gonna take the hard route and have some hurdles. Most people gonna take the easy route, but then they're gonna turn back around and be like, "Well, shit, no, I didn't get there as fast as I thought I would, so I'm gonna go this way."
well, to play devil's advocate, the easy route sometimes is the path that you should be taking. The hard route give you all them life lessons and scars that you could have avoided if you took the easy route.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'll say
And sometimes the easy route is not the best one either.
yeah, but if you can if you can get to point A to point B in 2 days versus
I like to fight.
I don't know if
Nah.
you'll be as fulfilled taking the easy route.
but would you be safer and more efficient
Would you?
if it take you 2 days to do this versus a week? That's what we really got to start again.
Which way gonna be less stressful? That's how I look
That's
at
it.
everything.
That's
Oh,
it.
okay. So
Whether
is that how we looking at marriages? What's going
Oh.
on? What we talking about?
What? What's
What
gonna
we
be
talking
less
about?
stressful?
Oh, so you done went and jumped out there.
What? I'm
and-
just
and-
talking. What y'all
Yeah,
talking about right now?
that's how you handle situations in marriage. Which way gonna be less stressful?
Yeah.
I can go
Every-
back and forth with you and get nowhere, or I can listen to you and try to hear you out and just say, "All right, cool," because that's
Okay.
the less stressful way.
Oh no.
Cool.
I'm gonna hit you with this though. So we the number
You gotta
one,
learn to lose, my
Oh.
nigga, and take that L and keep it moving.
the number one that was reason for divorce was lack of commitment, right?
Mhm.
Second one was then infidelity. Then after that, you had what? Do you know how many people get divorced because of physical abuse?
I mean,
It was
That's
so
crazy.
far down the list.
but you
I'm
also
like,
have to. You gotta
damn.
look at
'Cause
maybe
they're
why
scared.
exactly why it's so far down on the list.
That's why.
Because sometimes they don't have a plan on how to actually get out, or even if I do get
And-
out and I divorce this person, they can possibly still come after me.
You're
That
right.
thing gonna get you restraining order and be ready.
Restraining
Lock and
orders
load.
don't-
You ever watched Enough?
That's my favorite movie.
Oh,
Look,
wait,
what the-
whoa,
hey.
whoa.
I don't watch
That's
too
a
much
favorite?
Lifetime.
I
movies.
love Enough.
It wasn't a
Like,
Lifetime movie.
It
It
was,
was-
I
it was
just
a
love
When you
Lifetime
got in that
movie.
situation, now you need to train for whatever can happen next. That's just life, my nigga.
That's one of
Prepare
my favorite
yourself that way
movies,
you can be on it.
True.
So again,
Because something gonna happen, something gonna happen.
the infidelity was right there, and then you had a huge gap, and then you had abuse, and I'm like, damn,
So
That's-
people don't make it out.
you're right. And I guess that could be
Yeah.
the
reason why it's so low.
it's so low.
Some people
Mm.
don't make it out. They
Mm.
they planning, they got their plan in action, they they ready, but they don't make it.
Some
That was a
people
good
just
point,
stay.
though. I ain't gonna lie.
And
that was a good point.
they could be female or male.
Mhm.
Yeah. Real
So-
talk, because a lot of niggas ain't gonna go fire from, oh, she didn't hit me. I'm gonna go, nah. He ain't finna want to tell nobody that.
Right.
It'd be like,
But-
boy, no.
What,
That
happened,
also
what
goes
happened to
back
your
to,
eye, bro? What happened to your eye?
That also goes back
Wait.
to the
What was-
lady that killed the guy
Wait.
What?
on live. It was a lady that shot
Oh
him.
yeah, she
That
shot
was
it.
crazy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Like he was trying to leave, and her mom was there egging it on.
She
and
in jail, right?
I
Yeah,
think
Yeah.
so.
yeah, she in jail.
But like
The
that's what I'm
evidence
saying.
was overwhelming. It's like
Crazy as hell.
But that's what I'm
So
saying.
you didn't even
like,
have to shoot that man.
she didn't because he wasn't charging at her or nothing. It was
he
just
was just
like
trying to leave.
he was
was
trying.
trying to
Man, I'm
leave.
trying to go to work. Come on now.
But that's what I'm saying. That's probably why it's so low when it comes to the stats because of situations like that. I'm
The
trying to
mama knew
leave
her
and they
daughter
end up
was
killing me.
crazy.
Mama need to go to jail too. For
Yeah.
that shit
Bitch,
on.
you-
She an
accessory.
accomplice.
Accessory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You was egging it on. You an excess.
Yeah.
You know that
Come on.
baby not mentally there right now. Like, nah, don't push her to do that.
Come on, we're gonna be in orange together.
And orange is not the new black.
Look at you. Goddamn county ready today. County ready.
Come on now.
All I need is the shop shoes. Let's see.
But again, people need to stay like in their lane. And the reason, and even me as a married person, I can't give a young person advice on how to be single now because the dating field has
It's so
changed
different.
drastically. And if I give you it's gonna be from a perspective of when I was in that thing.
Yeah.
And so
I ain't have no cell phone back then.
you got cell
I
phone.
mean, I had a note.
So
Look here, I had a cell phone.
Well, I got
Baby.
one after I got out of high school. I got a cell phone, but you know,
About 96.
damn.
What you get? Cat, I
Yeah.
love you. It's
Yeah.
all
cover
No,
your ears,
look,
people.
look.
Cover your ears.
But again, it's just like so much of the it's just changed,
changed.
man. It's like
Yeah.
you can't instill traditional values in a modern
man,
situation.
got
they don't even
Dating
communicate
apps.
with each other the same way.
Huh?
Like they don't even communicate with
They
each other.
just
the same.
Everything
each
is
other.
social media.
Social media.
Text,
You don't even,
Sexting.
you don't even know my real name. You know me by
Sexting.
my IG. My
They
IG
And
wanna-
niggas would come
name,
up to you and tell you, yeah, I
They-
go with
They want
the
to
Yeah.
IG name. Nigga, what's wrong
Hey,
with you?
Hey, you Miss JB. Hi.
Be around there talking about, can I get your phone number? You can get my IG.
Yeah,
get my
this my
Twitter.
Instagram.
Dog, I heard a girl tell a nigga that for the first time like some years ago, and I was like, "You're what?" I didn't know what Instagram was. It's like I give you my IG. He was like, "That's a bit." That's like this nigga so excited. When I find out what Instagram, I was like,
Yeah.
"Bro, I would have just been like,
It's cool. It's cool.
Like,
It's
you want me to go
no
look you?
more-
That's like
But
that's,
that's
to me
the
that
new
was like
thing
saying
now.
Google me.
That's the new thing now.
It's no more pen and paper and oh well, just put your number in my phone. It's no more of that. It's
You
But
gotta
but
be
notice a lot
really
of them
special
don't
to
know
get
how
my
to walk
phone
up to
number.
somebody and talk.
very
to them.
true. Or it's not even your
So
IG.
fight
It's
was
TikTok.
saying catfishing. Yeah, there's people that catfish too.
Which is
Mhm.
crazy
Right.
to me.
Mhm.
You right.
How you getting catfished in 2023?
There's people that do. Yeah.
Bro, you have to be
Yeah.
lonely as
It's
fuck.
fuck. Yeah.
I mean, they could be in different states,
That
knowing
ma-
that person is never gonna come
FaceTime,
look
my
for me.
nigga.
Your phone always broke. You can't never FaceTime.
Right.
Can't never get on.
Stop.
Yeah.
My wife-
First of all, if you got all them type problems, I don't even need to be talking to you.
I don't want that.
This
I
doesn't
want-
benefit me any. I can't see you.
I mean, but you gotta think about it.
Like,
Catfishing, it just kind of takes me back to
you lonely as
no, like when people used to call it chat
Chat
lines.
line. I knew you should.
You
go
never
there.
really
I
knew
knew
what the
you
person
would.
looked
I
like.
can understand getting catfished in that situation, but 2023,
Hey.
when
Boy.
everybody from fucking 8 years old up got a device that has a camera and FaceTime or
True, but then you have
Messenger or
some people
something.
that's like, well, I don't do all
Somebody in your house got a cell phone
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah.
Stop
I don't-
fucking lying to
that. I
me.
don't do all
You
that.
go live on.
Hey,
I'm
Yeah.
finna go ahead
We ain't
and
doing
send
that.
you a goddamn what's the fire tablet? They $35, bro. I'm finna shoot you one of them hoes. Y'all got some Wi-Fi there, obviously. Hook that bitch up,
That's a
download
fire
Messenger. Like,
I don't
'cause
know.
we're not
I mean,
even
you
gonna have no
some people
conversations.
that just don't.
Yeah.
You still have some people that don't do social media.
man, I don't know.
Nah.
I think in 2023,
This
if you
is
get
true,
catfished, my nigga, you want to get catfished.
That's how I feel.
You that goddamn gullible, you that goddamn lonely that you
Yeah.
gonna let somebody get you like that.
Because it may be somebody that's just to the point where, okay, they might be extremely shy. I can't approach this person in person. I can't just walk up to them.
Why
They're gonna
not?
turn me down. So
Well-
if somebody slide in my DM, I'm excited. Oh shit, I done caught
Yeah.
somebody.
I understand the concept behind being shy
Oh,
and everything else. I do. But then again, there comes a point where you get over that to a degree. And I'm gonna say a lot of the special people in the
just
situation
mean.
where they
or it could just be somebody that's like really into gaming. And they gaming with somebody
Yeah,
else
yeah,
and
now
feelings
that-
develop.
you
You
right.
You
get-
don't really know what that
catfish is
person
like-
looks like. You just know them by their gaming tag.
Getting catfished at these times is basically like sitting on the phone with a scammer for 3 hours, giving them all the information.
I feel it.
It's the same thing.
And so, but that's one of the reasons why it's so hard to instill traditional values in modern dating, because the processing is different.
It's
It's-
extremely
it's-
different.
And so again, that's why I can't get now. If you're trying to get to where traditions and values are within a
Mhm.
marriage and everything, I can give you little nuggets here and there. I can tell you how to conduct yourself as a man. I can tell you how those are the same values that I instill in my son.
Mhm.
Same values I instill in my daughter. Like, hey, as a lady, this and that, and to expect from a man, blah, 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 blah. But that comes from being in the household.
Right.
A lot of
I do feel like it also has something to do with like your upbringing.
again, and so that's why I'm like, I would never go out here and tell the young, hey, you out here, man. The only thing I can tell a young person, well, I ain't even say a young person, a single person, is wrap that shit up, son. That's it.
Please.
That's all I can tell you.
I
Be
just came
careful.
across something I think it was on IG, where it was a girl that was talking about
And don't be buying all
it
these
was
winter
at
drinks.
the Orange Crush that was in ATL. It was like a beach party. And she was so drunk to where she ended up smashing somebody in
And gave him herpes.
Yeah, gave him herpes.
Yeah. I seen that.
And he just in the video that now you done went home or something.
He got that shit
The
though.
households are changing so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
She
Gave
was
him
like,
herpes.
yeah.
Shit
I
that don't
heard
go
you.
away.
The gift that keeps giving.
Eesh.
That ain't no gift. It's a curse.
The gift and the curse.
Be careful, people.
But
But
no,
I mean, even with herpes, you can still catch it with protection.
you can.
Because a person can have.
If they having an outbreak, you can
Yeah.
catch it. That's
Listen,
just
or
what it
they,
is.
it could
y'all
be
both go get tested.
the
In that kind of
Safe
situation,
sexual, and they give you head. Now you got genital herpes.
yeah,
So
it's a whole bunch of stuff. It's a whole bunch
That's
of
the
stuff. within
worst.
that. Yeah.
Boys out here.
So, what I will say is,
Papa
though,
Johnson.
2 bumps
you can't.
and a boy.
What?
Wait a minute. Get off the mic. Turn his mic off.
I don't know what he said. I heard 2 bumps and
Turn
You
it
know
off.
what I'm talking about.
Turn it off.
It's like you got 2 bumps and a boil.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm
But-
sorry.
But again, and what they say, iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
So a married man can talk to another married man, or a married couple can talk to another married couple if they're going through troubles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if they really want them to succeed, they're gonna give them
yeah,
they little nuggets or whatever. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, that's how you go about doing it. And you surround yourself with people in similar
That's like-minded.
situations, right? And like-minded. Because it's hard. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, specifically, I love my best friend, one of my best friends to death, right? But I don't talk to him as much as I talk to this man right here.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it's like I'm talking to the fucking wall. Like I'm trying to give you nuggets about how to get from point A to point B, and you don't want to listen because this is not what you aspire to do. And I had that realization. This ain't the lifestyle you want. The ship has sailed on that particular lifestyle.
Yeah.
So now you out here doing your own thing. And it's like, at the end of the day, when you got a receding hairline, you go on bald, you go on
Hey,
gray.
man, hold on, man.
I'm just saying, wait, hold on. I'm just saying,
Damn.
you out here in these streets, and you might still you
why you doing
because
like
again, you single, so you still got that time to dedicate to yourself to make sure your body and health and everything is right.
that?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, everything else around you is changing and you're getting older. And now, so is it really? Do you really fit in this environment in which you're trying to place yourself?
Mm.
Not really.
Basically, you
'Cause
said
they-
you can't be 50 years old out at Carol's with the young motherfuckers.
Oh Lord, they looking at you like, who daddy is that?
That
You
up
gonna be
in
that
there?
nigga that be in that bitch.
What's up, Michaela? Oh, be like that. What's the old
With
Don't
the,
talk about him.
barbecue masters
Yeah.
3000s.
And again, as a woman, right? If she decides that she doesn't want to be married, the funniest shit I seen the funniest clip. This motherfucker said, a woman will look at herself as a bottle of water, and he says, and this is when you start out, and ain't nobody tapped that ass, ain't none of this, and the third, right? You didn't had a couple partners.
Mm-hmm.
Drink the
So
water.
basically, everybody done sipped.
And by the
By
time,
the time you're ready to settle down, ain't shit enough for him to sip.
but she still think the bottle full.
Just out full, bro.
That can go for a man too.
Take it to the head.
Hello.
Man,
But again,
out of here.
but what's so funny is,
Why you so
Y'all got
angry?
No, but look,
bodies
look,
on
look,
top
look.
of bodies.
but what was so funny, what
What?
was so,
She said y'all got bodies on
I
top
said
of bodies.
but Ray Bud, what was so funny is when I was talking about my boy, she didn't say nothing. As soon as we started talking about women, she bam, it was
Doggone
hit
holler.
dog gonna holler.
I ain't gonna hit down, but I'm just saying you got to call it on both ends, both sides.
And did I not just give both sides, but you
No.
jumped in and defended the other side
Quickly.
quickly.
Y'all
that's-
gonna get off cat.
but-
Leave cat
but-
alone.
And this is all
I
I'm
ain't
saying.
worried
In
about
regard,
him.
this is all I'm saying in regards to that. This goes back to tying in everything I'm saying about when I speak, I don't speak specifically on just this one thing is going to be constant forever. A majority of what I speak on is like, okay, when I say this, it applies to a good majority of people. It might be some people in there that don't fit, but I'm not specifying anything because if I specify it, then I'm speaking specifically to something that may or may not be in that criteria. And then not only that, if I speak to that, a lot of times it's directly happened to me. You'll
Not
never be, huh?
Not necessarily.
Huh? And it's not again.
I'm about to say he said not necessary.
So a lot of times we get in these spaces where we talk about things, and the best way to really talk about it is not talk about it from your own perspective. Or because if you talk about it specifically from you, your answer is going to be different. Now there may be some similarities if you keep it very general and speak through the majority. But when you start talking from another place, and I hate to say it, most women, when you start to trigger that ass, because they start talking specifically what happened to them. Because you hit dog
Men
on how,
do
just
it
like you
too.
said.
Not always the case.
oh,
though.
Men do it too.
I mean, if you're gonna make a point, just make sure your point is
It's
not
valid.
only just about women, but bring up the
It's
men
about
too.
everybody.
But I
It ain't
just made a
it
point.
ain't-
I just made a point. We went down the list. We talked about being the 50-year-old man in Canadians, right?
But
Then we go back to sipping on the water, and now all of a
you
sudden,
have
like,
some men that when you are talking to them about something, they do the same thing. They become extremely defensive.
Correct.
and again, the only way I'm gonna get defensive is if it's somebody that I have an intimate relationship with, because we're in that space. So, like my sister, my mom,
That's
you know, if another like a woman I may work with, a woman that I can't do nothing to me, I'm like,
But
because I've already sat back and I've assessed. I'm like, oh,
but that's
I know
the thing.
exactly what this is right here. I hear you, baby girl.
Right. That's the
Alright.
thing. It's like, okay, so you done sit back and assessed her, so you know what buttons to push, you know what words to say for her to become defensive. So it's like, why would you even say those words?
it's not that you necessarily saying it to make them defensive. It's that you're sitting there and you're having a conversation, and you can know within the conversation,
Mhm.
if you say something, it's like, wait a
You
minute.
know what reaction from come from.
Hey, and I'm gonna avoid it because
Mhm.
again, I've already assessed you. So why would I?
Why are you
Why would I
assessing
even?
people?
Because,
not?
Why not? You got to know.
I know. I need to know how I'm gonna deal with you.
Thank you. Hello.
I mean, in the workplace, yeah, I would say I definitely do, you know, upon, conversations or situations that's happened, I know exactly how I'm gonna deal with you.
Exactly.
Period.
Be like,
point blank.
oh no, they too religious. I can't go talk to them about that. They gonna get in been Bible thumping me. So then you gonna avoid you, and I'm using what you said against you.
I'm just gonna avoid them. Like, I'm here just to work.
Again.
No, I try to find something that is gonna fuck them up for a few weeks.
That's him. I can't say-
Evil. That's just
Me?
evil.
Oh, we talk about the Bible? Okay. All
Did you
right,
know?
Miss Pearly.
Me, I don't. Ah, shit. Me, I'm not trying to like. I don't try to.
I'm
have
only gonna do that
like
if you fuck with me. Like if you
But
get
that's if
this-
you right.
if you do that, it's like I've been trying not to do this. And then I know how to avoid you anyway. I got headphones. You see my headphones. Just don't fucking talk to me.
Oh yeah, I keep one in my ear all day.
No,
But see, that's
these the
thing.
size of this. So it's like, yeah, these don't fuck with me. So but if you keep on, I got something for you.
See, that's my thing. My
Get back with
I
me when
got
you
something for
figure it
your
out.
asses.
So
It's gonna cause me to get rolled up.
No, I want you to think. Because I don't want to see, even in a situation like that, you got to worry about corporate and all that. I'm just give you something that's going, oh, this motherfucker.
See, you can do that. You work for yourself.
yeah,
But if I
can't.
can do something to you without doing something to you, that's the best way.
Because mine do something to you, it's gonna cause me to have to leave with a box and my shit in the
And
box.
she go, you about to lose your job.
You gotta be
So-
you gotta be nice nasty in these
Yes,
in the
yes,
corporate world.
yes. But again, it always goes back to vetting, right?
Mhm.
So you're constantly assessing people that you're around, that you're involved with at all parts of all stages, parts, and phases.
Your assessing is let me see how I can piss this bitch off today.
It ain't. My assessment is if I say this, it's probably gonna piss her off. So
Why
wait,
men like
wait,
that?
wait,
no,
Why y'all
no,
like that,
no, no,
though?
no.
It's men.
But again,
it's,
I
it's
said
men who
I
are like that.
I literally just said if I
Relax.
say
It's
this,
men.
I'm going to piss
That's
her
a
off.
man thing.
If
So in my mind, I'm already thinking I'm not about to say this. As a woman, y'all know that y'all have the leverage and the ability to be able to say this and say, fuck it. I can say this.
be a man, don't be
Be a
emotional.
man. Don't be emotional. Hello. Come on now. Come on.
I don't tell nobody to be a man.
I ain't
I
say-
want
we
you to be emotional. I need this. I want you to draw. I want you to cry. I want you to
You
show
want her
me
to get tired.
emotion.
Now.
What more do you want?
Because you just said she stopped following Tyrese behind
Okay.
crying.
No, I'm just
So
saying
you
like
don't
I
want a
don't.
sensitive man
that's
or
not-
For
emotional man.
me, no.
First
For
of all,
me, I don't
no.
like for a man to just
Now I got to-
not
now I
show
got to say
feelings.
something.
I don't like that. Like I need to know that you have feelings.
Exactly.
I need to know that, not for me to sit up here and be like, "Oh, shut your crybaby ass up."
But
Exactly.
you got
No.
a lot of women
But-
do that.
No.
I need to know that
That's-
you have feelings just
no,
like I do.
seriously, a lot of women do that.
So the Tyrese thing, being on social media crying like that.
Yeah.
No man in my life need to be on social media crying like that.
You hurt him
Yeah.
that bad.
Shit.
Get outta here.
Boy, get on there and cry so we can
That's
get
the
this
only-
check
that's the
because that
only way
shit
he
gonna
can
go viral.
Don't think you ever loved me.
Get your ass on there and cry because it's gonna go
No.
viral and we supposed to get
Mm-mm.
this check.
Shout out to my LB Jean. I see
You
you.
can cry in front of me. You can cry behind closed doors. You can do all the crying you want to. You don't need to be on social media. Everybody that you cry in
But he
front
ain't got
of
nobody else.
don't give a damn
He,
about
he
you.
didn't feel like he
You
had
right.
nobody else.
Now,
They don't
so,
give a damn. All they want to do is see you hurt and see you crying. And now you done, gave them something to talk about.
so
Fuck him.
this is the funny thing about it.
That's all right because we're gonna be on the beach sipping drinks off that check.
People
Well,
love
Tyrese is gonna go viral.
people love
That's
other
Tyrese.
people's misery,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
Misery loves
So why
company.
would you give them that?
some people do. Some people just
Tyrese do.
Okay.
For the
So-
check.
no, he's just being transparent. I don't know about a check.
He
but
was just being very transparent.
Right.
But I think he was in a
That
situation
ain't his
where
first
So,
time crying on
a
social
woman-
media.
he's a sensitive. He gets
Wait,
sensitive
Man,
sometimes.
bullshit.
So a woman can post a picture, it can get liked, shared, commented on
Mm-hmm.
7 times to a 1 versus what a man posts. And we talking about like thirst trapping, right?
Mm-hmm.
A man can post a picture, he may get like 100 likes and comments and this and that. A woman posts something, 700 likes and comments and all this niggas.
All she did was put her
Pur-
booty on the sink.
Good morning, my beautiful queen.
All she did was put her booty on the sink.
But
Grand Rise.
grand right. Purple egg emoji, purple eggplant emoji. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of, and again, but I say that to say it's a
Shit.
difference in between the dynamics of male and women.
I'm serious. I hate that shit. Good morning, my beautiful queen. Boy, get the fuck off. Damn
So it's
well.
like he knows how to play the crowd, more money, more hits. And he do.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he is Tyrese, so he can do that.
So
Because what's that
That's
song he
Tyrese.
came back?
You regular folks
Shame.
out here don't be
Yes.
doing that.
what
Most
After he
highly
did
shamed.
that.
was shame?
Yes.
Yeah, that was hurting that
Yes.
song. Like I said, he make them ballads.
Oh yeah, he do. I never say that.
He sang them. He don't write them. He sang them.
I think you right him.
Nah.
We don't have to
No.
confirm
Tank,
that.
Tank, Tank writes some of them, but no, he writes too.
I'm about to
No.
say Tank is the writer.
You know, and-
Tyrese basically got, he was like, yeah, I'm cool. Hey, nigga, produce me. Because we going to get this hit. That's what he said. Like,
Hey, at this point, Tank on everybody's stuff.
All right. So we're gonna wrap it up because folks got things to do. We just V jumped on extra late. What up, V?
Hey.
Go back and watch all the shit we had said. We cut up tonight. I was on their head tonight.
Whatever.
I was on their neck.
Get out of
Stop stepping on my toe.
he be all right.
Stepping on the big toe, huh? I was doing hair. My baby. Hey, that's all right. Get your money.
Don't keep stepping on my big toe.
But what I want to appreciate everybody for rocking with us, checking us out, like, share, comment, follow, subscribe. Trying to get these numbers up, trying to get these deals on the table. It's a whole bunch of things at play. Next week we got a guest, Miss T. Carson, comedian, very funny, very beautiful woman coming to bless us with her presence. I also got some things in the work with a homegirl of mine from way back in the day. She is I'm not gonna say she's a top model, but she's a very specified.
King magazine type shit?
Nah,
Or like modeling.
she modeled.
Like JCPenney magazine.
I'm gonna have to show you when they get off. You know, I ain't trying to expose the game like that, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Only him?
Nah, hell nah.
You said
Nigga,
model.
you trying to get me killed.
Model, I'm like, yeah, you about to get yourself killed in a second.
Because you know my wife watches this, and I love my wife. I'm not gonna.
Hey, wifey.
You know,
Mm.
because she'll be watching this later on, and then your wife be
Sitting right there
watching
with
too.
that shit.
Yeah, my wife, she watched on the low.
And then as soon as you get home, what was that shit you said?
Oh, that's how you feel?
Did you hear the whole
Did you-
game?
Literally,
Woman.
that's what happens.
See, but
Get mad
did
at
you hear the whole? Did you hear the before and the after?
We just gonna take out that
You
one
take-
little sin.
what can you like? Can you please go back and watch the whole thing?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Then you watch the whole thing. You forgot it.
Well, you
None of this
still
happened.
said what you said.
Yeah.
That's all right, baby. Can you just apologize? I'll take some head. I mean, you know, no. Okay, it was worth a shot.
Nigga, you better go night night. You better go night night. Lay your ass down. You already in here late. Good night.
Mm.
But yeah, appreciate y'all for rocking with us, checking us out. I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta get back to getting these episodes out. I think we are behind. But I'm just like super busy.
I'm about to start singing the damn song. If you don't quit.
But follow, like, comment, share, subscribe, join the group chat, and inboxes, topics, questions, everything. We welcome everything. If you want to
Man,
be
shoot us some
on,
topics, man.
if you want to be on,
Curious
hey,
to know what these people think.
yeah,
Yes,
we can make that
please.
happen.
Yeah.
Please send us some topics.
But yeah, Four Kings Podcast, ENT. Don't forget the ENT in life. Don't go where you're tolerated, go where you're elevated and celebrated. Four Kings Podcast, ENT.